All right, hey everybody, welcome back to the TV Guide Guys podcast. As always, I'm James.
Carlos.
Andy.
Guys, listen, we need a favor from you before we get started today. Give us a like, give us a rate, a subscribe on YouTube. That would really help us out.
Help us out quite a bit.
And thank you to everybody who has been watching. I know last I looked, Impractical Jokers was really taking off.
That one was
you guys
pretty solid.
You guys love that video, so
Yeah.
Damn.
which is awesome. So thank you to everybody that's been watching and checking us out. So what's going on, fellas? How's everybody?
Man, doing okay. Long day today. Been rocking since 9 in the morning.
Been a long week, actually.
Feels like
For only being Thursday night.
It's only Thursday, yeah.
Kind of a long week.
Yep. Shared the same sentiment.
Yeah. So what do we got today? What are we cooking on today?
Well, we're finally going to be talking about the Last of Us, which we just had the season finale this past weekend. So I think it was
Seems like a show that everyone's talking about now.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely a fitting time to give it an episode and talk about it. You know, we saw it all. And what do you guys think about it?
Go ahead, Andy.
It's looking at me. I think the show is...
I'm just giving you an opportunity to talk.
It's okay. I think people sold it like too much. People are telling me like, oh, this is a must watch. I was like, oh, okay, I can't wait to watch it. And then watched a couple episodes. I'm just like, it's all right.
I think it's a must watch.
No, not really.
No?
I mean, it's good. Don't get me wrong, but I give it maybe a 5.5 out of 10, 6 out of 10 maybe.
That's pretty low.
Yeah, that's low. I disagree. Yeah. I think it's a little higher. It's not top tier HBO. I will say that.
No. I mean, I would give some episodes probably that rating.
Is it a top 5 HBO show?
No.
Top 10?
No, but obviously there's not a whole lot right now.
Yeah, it's only been one season.
I'm saying like there's not a lot of HBO's not pumping out content at the moment. Like Succession doesn't come out for another couple weeks.
Yeah.
There's obviously no new Thrones, no new. So I mean, for right now, I think it's a good show. I like it.
I mean, for what it is, I think it was good. You know, like a few episodes I thought were kind of like
I do realize it is a video game. They have to follow the game to the best of their ability, at least.
And they have been doing pretty good with that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't play the game. I don't play video games ever, but it seems like they're doing pretty good.
Yeah, I will say the three of us didn't know really anything about the game.
No,
I didn't.
You a little more than us because your brother played, right?
Yeah, I knew about the game and kind of knew the premise of it, but I've never played it.
It's one of the highest rated video games of all time, right?
Yeah, my brother loves it.
Yeah,
he played it and liked it a lot. So, I mean,
I think the shortcomings of the show are directly related to because it was a video game. This is not a normal show. Like, there's not a lot of subplots. We follow Joel and Ellie.
That's it
From start to finish. There's
nothing.
Exactly. I mean,
I wish there was more to it. Like, remember the episode 8, one before the finale, when Bella is captured by David or Ellie.
Yeah.
And they're like eating people. I wish they got more into that, like why they do that and stuff. But like when Joel goes into the bar, I think it was like a bar, and he sees like the bodies with the no heads and no arms. He's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I don't think he knew that they ate people.
No, I mean, because you think about it like this, the game is played through the eyes of Ellie.
I thought it's Joel.
Or at least the main character of the game.
Yeah, I think you can go back and forth, right? Or I think
in the first,
like,
in the first season, but like in the grand scheme of the game,
episode, you're definitely playing the game as Ellie, not Joel, because he's kind of like, he got stabbed by the raider. But I wish they got more into it, or like even like.
I wish there were subplots. I wish we saw a lot of these characters more.
Like you said, it is a game, but I wish like was Nick Offerman. And him and his like plot, they die. Henry and Sam, they die.
Yeah, literally everybody basically has one episode and then they're done.
I wish like that.
And this show's getting compared to Walking Dead, which is not fair.
No, it shouldn't.
Walking Dead had 12 seasons. They had so many subplots and communities, and like this show didn't get that chance. You mentioned Nick Offerman, like his character and his significant other Frank. They were unbelievable. I would have loved to see their story over different, different episodes and why they did what they did and why they. Now, mind you, it was one of the longest episodes.
Yeah,
but
and I thought like
then they were
going to go see them. I thought they were going to go with them.
Right.
It's even less in the game though. They're less of a presence in the game than they were in that.
Well, that was going to be my next point. Is that one thing they differed from the game completely is the infected. We don't really do too much with the infected. Which
There are a
I would
couple
imagine.
episodes,
I would
yeah.
imagine the video game. You are guns blazing through the whole
Non-stop
thing. It's a
killing
video. I mean, it's a video game.
detectives,
That's
yeah.
what we want. We can't. We're not just gonna have plot through the video game.
Exactly.
Well, like in the video game, they do like a balance of both between like raiders and humans and then the infected. But
Right. This 9 episodes.
the
There's
one
how
big
many
scene with
fight
those
scenes?
was like that episode
Episode 6.
6, yeah, when they all came out of the
Right. Of the dark when it's very dark and
in that like what are they the I just see like the truck like sinking in.
yes.
And
Yeah.
they all come out like, oh shit, like there's a bunch of them.
That's the fight scene where Sam and Henry are involved.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Before they get
And then that big ass thing comes out.
Right, but there's only a couple fight scenes with infected.
And I thought there would be more of those at least throughout the season.
Me too,
like,
because
this
that's
season.
what the video game is based on. Like,
Exactly. That's right. I think.
and the
that's
show
why
did it
it's-
really well. Like that episode where they're in like the museum,
Oh yeah.
and like they're kind of like
two,
they're kind of like tiptoeing around. Like that scene's got some serious tension to it. Like I wish we got more of that. Like
I want to say that was episode 2. That was possibly one of my favorite episodes because it was more infected. There was more
And then Tess dies.
more things happening,
See, I thought Tess was gonna be alive for a while.
and that's the episode Test Eyes.
Yep.
Too.
yeah. But see, I knew a lot of these characters were not going to make it because it's Joel and Ellie.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
and
Joel
you
and
can't
Ellie.
make a game based when there's like 6 people following you around. And
No, and that's what I'm saying. But that's
do
why like
understand
it's
why it's
so
like that.
different than like Walking Dead. I mean, we had
Yeah.
so many characters that we watched grow from season 1 to season 12. Like this is not that. Like you said, like Sam and Henry, they got the very end of episode 5 and then episode 6, then they're gone.
yeah.
And they did a great job. That storyline was
That was tough.
Oh, I know.
that's a
Tough.
set.
I honestly thought that blood was gonna work when she cut her hand and put it on
Oh,
his cut.
yeah.
I was like, oh, dude, he might live because I thought he was gonna be with them for the show, for the rest of the
I'm not gonna lie. When he blasted his brother and then blasted himself, that was one of those like, oh shit. Like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I cannot believe. I mean, I thought Joel might get to talk him off the ledge, but nope.
Yeah. I mean,
What do you do in that situation though?
I don't know.
He felt he had to be the one to kill his brother,
Yeah.
Yeah, but
and then he didn't want to live without his brother, obviously.
Right.
So he just.
because once they turn, I feel like there's no going back.
I mean, look.
Oh no! They turn
You
into
have
these.
to.
They turn
You
into
have to
these.
kill him.
Infected or not, though, like to Henry, that's he just shot his brother. He didn't shoot the infected, zombie or whatever. He shot his brother. So like that's tough to live with.
And there was
No,
zero,
anyway,
there
he
was,
shot
there was zero
infected.
hesitation.
He knew.
Yeah.
He didn't shoot. I mean, he just shot his brother, but he did it because he was infected.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
but
did.
If that
remember-
was his brother, he wouldn't.
but remember-
if his brother wasn't infected, he wouldn't have shot him.
No, obviously, but
Right.
what I'm saying is, it's you're looking at your brother.
Right.
Not at that point.
Yeah, but remember, Ellie's the only one that knew he was infected. They
Yeah.
hid that from.
That's right. That's
from
right.
Sam
And Henry,
Yeah.
and Joel.
Henry and Joel.
They hid that from them. They were in
That's
the
right.
other room.
Yeah, that's right.
So
That's
all
right,
he
yeah,
saw
yeah.
was his brother attack Ellie and
He's
like,
like, what the hell's going on? Why is he doing
shit,
that?
what do I do? Like,
Yeah.
Yep.
that's
Then-
that's a
then
complete
he's a
shock.
zombie. Yeah, right.
Had they told him earlier, he would have known. Like, I got to figure out a plan. Like, I'm gonna have
Right.
to kill my brother here because he's gonna end the
Well,
journey.
Ellie thought that she was going to save Sam.
Well, she had hoped. Yeah.
She had hoped for sure. And I thought like was it the Kin episode 6 when they actually get to Wyoming? You
When
see Tommy?
they meet up with Tommy.
Yeah, I thought there was gonna be more to it. They probably will in the second season because I feel like these guys are like not good guys.
Well, they definitely come back to it later in the game.
They do, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And Tommy is huge, I believe, in the second game.
Yeah.
I think he actually
I
leaves
don't know.
with Joel.
I
and
don't
Ellie.
trust
think
those
he
guys
actually-
for some reason. I don't know why. I just don't.
Who's that whole pack?
The whole pack. I don't know.
I mean, and look, like
What's his wife's name or his girl's name? Maria.
Yes. Yeah.
Something about her. I don't trust.
I mean,
Yeah, I didn't love her because she was like, oh, you don't know who Joel is. Like, be careful who you trust. Like, I'm thinking to myself, like, lady, she just met you.
Yeah, right.
Like, why would she? At least Joel's been like protecting her.
I mean, in that kind of like world, imagine like you need someone that's willing to do the hard decisions.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
Like in Walking Dead, Negan's one of my favorite characters in Walking Dead,
Number one.
hands
Number
down.
one for me.
Right, and a world like that, if you have a group, you need a Negan in your group.
like before Negan, I thought Shane was awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Like he was the one who kind of like realized what was going on before everyone else was.
Because you listen. It's either you or.
Oh, you could argue all the
yeah.
bad guys in Walking Dead. You can relate to them, and they have their own reasons. Where I'm kind of like, oh, he's kind of right. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I mean, except the crazy ones at the end.
Well, Negan wasn't a bad guy.
Yeah.
What
You know
happened
what I'm
was like,
But even
Rick,
the governor had some stuff where I was like,
well, no, the governor made some sense.
he's
to certain
doing
points,
his things for
but
his
like
men,
Negan
you know?
is not a bad guy. Like what happened was he got this like weapon room, like an armory invaded by them. So he's like, dude, I gotta kill these guys who killed my guys. But it made us seem a bad guy because he killed like Glenn and Abraham, which we were attached to on the
Yeah,
show.
but he also did it in a sadistic way. It
Dude,
was
I would have
not-
done the same thing. You come in and you
Amazing
kill a
scene.
bunch of my guys. I'm gonna make it like worse for you guys.
Right, but
Negan's not the bad guy in that situation. The Rick and them are the bad guy.
No, the reason
They walk-
the reason he's a bad guy is
I
because he's
agree.
not putting a bullet in their head.
No, but
He legit smashes their brains in and then.
But
looks at
dude,
Glenn
Lucille needs some loving,
God
bro."
damn, your eyeballs hanging
Yeah.
out like
No,
you're a sick fuck.
he set an example
yeah.
yeah,
that was
No, I
never
know.
again challenged until
Exactly.
later on for a while
Yeah.
because they did have a big beef, but
And then they turned him into a turd.
yeah,
I haven't seen it
Garbage.
yet.
I stopped wa-
I stopped watching it too.
I stopped watching after
that season of Negan.
no
No,
when
I watched like
Rick
up to
You
like
said it was actually
season
pretty
9.
good. Yeah, you said it was not
Yeah.
bad though, right? Some episodes were pretty good.
when
Listen, once Rick dies, though, I stopped. I didn't.
Yeah,
I
that
didn't-
was it
I
for
didn't
I know
me.
he
really
died. I
watch
thought he
it.
just left.
Well,
well I think he did leave. He ended up going. He ended up like going with the
the helicopter.
The helicopter
The,
people.
Yeah.
the
I don't know.
I forgot what they're called, but they're the ones that were sending the information over to the hilltop.
well, it was the lady that was
Wasn't
in
the
charge of the.
Whisperers? Is not them?
No.
No,
Oh,
don't remember what
who
they're
was
called, but-
what the hell was her name? She was in charge of the all the like the dumpster, like the dump.
Oh, the scrapyard lady.
Yeah,
Oh, what's her
she's the
name?
one that picked him up in the helicopter, right? I think they're like making a movie
Was
or
it
whatever.
Jade?
Jade, yes.
Yeah.
no,
I think
it was
she
her.
got hooked up with Commonwealth or whatever, and then they took Rick.
Yes.
Then they took Rick. I'm pretty sure pretty sure she found Rick.
Okay, I don't remember her finding Rick.
That's because we stopped watching. I don't either.
I
But
stopped watching from
Forgot
there,
about the
but,
garbage people till you just said that.
but like, yeah, I mean, to bring it back to The Last of Us, like it's to what you were saying to the group that Rick's brother was involved in. You say you don't like him, like
Rick, wait, what?
to not Rick,
Tommy.
Tommy's
Oh,
brother,
oh,
Tommy's brother.
oh,
yeah,
Tommy, the group. Yeah.
Joe's brother.
Yeah.
So-
I don't know. I just something about them. I don't know. I can't be the only one who thinks that though.
Well,
Like,
I will say that
when they
Joel-
left, they just kind of like when Tommy was about to take Ellie to I think it was Colorado, and then Joel takes her. I thought something was going to happen, but no, they just go on the merry way.
I think
like,
Joel
oh,
has a bit of mistrust for his brother. Because
Yeah,
his
he does
brother,
now.
because he said that. He's like, my brother tends to follow whoever in that moment. That's what he does. So, like, obviously,
'cause that's his little brother, right, Tommy?
Yeah.
So I feel like he
Yeah.
just kind of goes like whoever's like he's not a leader.
but I will say it'd be hard to leave that community.
It
With
is,
my
yeah.
brother, I got a home now.
Yeah,
With
I'm about
heat,
to.
I can take a shower.
I'm about to have a baby. Like, why would you leave? You can't. You kind of can't.
I'm saying even Joel and Ellie, it's like, what are we doing?
Why don't you just stay there?
Why are we going? We just took a shower. We're eating a normal meal.
Yeah.
Joel's drinking booze. They got. I mean, it's kind of like
It's a whole city, a
Yeah.
whole town.
yeah, and they're
It's like
fully.
Alexandria.
Well
even,
played,
just
sir.
even like the kids on the show they have regular teenage problems. Remember, they're like, this is what they worry about. It's like the clothes they wear and the boys that they like.
Well, that was in the past though.
No, that was real, like in their diary, I guess. Or I don't
Yeah,
know.
but in the diary, that was pre-apocalypse.
That was an old diary.
Oh, it was.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I thought that's what they were worried about.
No,
now.
that's why Ellie was
No.
saying like, oh, this is what they worried about back then.
I thought this is what she meant. Like, this is what they worry about now.
No,
This is what.
No, that was an older diary that she found, and that was like she was kind of like shocked at how they used to live, because Ellie never experienced that world.
so she was born right.
yeah.
She was born right into
The Fireflies.
Yeah,
Fedra.
all she knows
Oh,
is
Fedra. Yeah.
Yeah.
the infected and on. Yeah,
Yeah.
Now I will say that scene with Tommy and Joel, unbelievable though. In Kin when he's talking to him and telling him about Ellie and all this stuff, and they go back and forth.
See, when he
and,
said like Ellie, like she's immune, and I thought Tommy was gonna tell like Maria.
Oh,
Maria was
wow.
gonna like take her and capture her. Then I thought like something was gonna happen.
Right,
But,
I was there with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought something
Yeah,
was
right,
gonna
yeah.
happen to
but
Elle.
nothing. So
Nope.
like, damn.
I mean, like that was because in that scene though, you got a little bit of what he was about.
Tommy,
Joel.
Joel.
yeah,
Oh,
Joel. Yeah. Like you got to see him break the armor a little bit and
Yeah.
kind of get vulnerable because up till
Oh,
his,
'cause he's
Oh,
like-
I was pissed at him in that episode when he was about to leave Ellie.
Yeah.
I was like, Joe,
he's like-
fuck you. Like, you can't do that to this girl. Like,
When he mentions that guy who almost killed him, the
Yeah.
kid, he's like, yeah, maybe he's deaf because in his right ear.
yeah.
He's like, yeah, 5 years ago, I would have heard him come in and beat his ass, but I couldn't. I can't protect her. I failed every time. Like, dude.
Yeah, but he's a dick to Ellie.
Joel is.
In the beginning,
he
yeah.
explains it to Tommy.
Yeah.
But then, like, he's an ass to her.
I think
Like,
that's-
oh, you don't know loss. You don't know. You've never
Yeah.
lost. And then, like, come on, dude. Like,
He doesn't know, though, because she's only 14. He doesn't know what she experienced. Because she thinks
that's my
'cause she's
point.
so
But,
young.
like, all the more reason, like, she's still a kid. Like, give her a break. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I also think
You're
it's
all
a-
she
yeah.
knows.
Yeah.
You're all she knows in terms of stability.
At that point,
You're
exactly. And he's
gonna
leave
dump her with a stranger?
Yeah, but Joel had the right intentions.
No, I
No,
agree with you.
I think it's more of a defense mechanism for him. Like if he pushes her away, he doesn't have to get attached and lose again like he lost his daughter.
Well,
Because
Yes.
his whole
That's actually a really
his
good
whole
point.
drive with the relationship with Ellie is what happened to him and his daughter.
That's a really good point.
That's everything. That's why he's an ass to her in the beginning and kind of pushes her away or keep her
It's
on
like,
his
I don't
leg.
want you to be like I don't want to treat you like a daughter. type
Right,
deal.
to lose you like a daughter.
But we all knew that was going to happen.
yeah,
Of course,
yeah,
yeah.
we
Yeah.
did. But again, that I just
two people that travel that much, and he's like, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Saving each other's lives
Come on.
multiple times.
Yeah.
They got it, yeah.
I mean,
Well, and that
eventually
comes
certain-
full circle in episode 8.
All
When
right,
he calls her baby girl, I was
dude,
like,
I was like, oh,
fuck.
man.
Like, I'm starting
Oh,
to get
yeah.
I honestly thought that Joel was going to save her. When she killed David. When he got the whole
Oh, you
place
thought
on
he
fire.
was gonna
The
buy
whole
her?
Joel's
entire
gonna bust in.
episode.
I'm like he's coming any minute now. Too predictable.
Yeah.
But, and then
I like they didn't do that
I did too. I like that too.
because I like that Ellie
Because
Well,
he's-
to me,
he's
the
hell-
bossed that whole episode.
To me, the whole building is on fire. If you're Joel, like, how did you not recognize that?
right.
I don't think he
You
just got
see
there
smoke.
in time.
And the other thing is, where the hell did all the other townspeople go? That entire building is on fire.
Yeah, and no one's going to help.
I
to
don't
put it
care
out.
what hour of the day it is. Someone's got to be like, oh, what's that
Or-
smell? That
or
entire
see, yeah.
building. You know what I
And then-
mean?
Well, that was their church, so that had to
Right.
be in the center of town.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then, but we don't even know what happens to the rest of the people. They just
They just
go.
yeah,
They got to
just-
be out for vengeance, I would imagine. I don't know if we'll ever see anything from it, but they got to be.
Yeah.
I mean, you just killed their priest. Or
He was like
you
their
wanna call
leader.
him.
with them and they're pretty much their number 2 because that guy she hit in the neck,
James.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
AKA the voice of Joel. He does, yeah.
Troy
Yep.
Baker, yeah.
Yep.
So he was, arguably their number 2. And
Yeah.
she caught him in the neck.
Yeah.
Well, my question to you guys is too: how many of those children were David's kids? He was obviously raping women
Yeah.
because we get that inclination. Like,
He's I like when they yell. Like that's my favorite part or something like that.
I
So
guarantee you,
yeah,
some of
shit.
those kids in that room,
Are his.
they were his kids. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
yeah,
He
yeah.
was.
And then that girl he slaps. You think that they ate their dad? They had to.
Yeah, no, he
For
said
sure.
he butchered them all.
Butchered them, yeah.
Yeah, they all ate. Yeah, they ate all the dead that they found.
Oh, for certain.
That's crazy.
There was no rib spared.
But James, you said, well, you really loved Bella's acting in that episode.
Oh, episode. I think
said,
she'll
like-
get nominated for an Emmy.
For what scene?
Ellie?
Like particularly.
Just the scene when she's in captivity, and like she breaks his finger.
Yeah.
And then like when they take her out, I mean, honestly, I think she was phenomenal. She was even better than Pedro the whole way through.
I like her.
All right, so listen, Bella by far acted the best. After her, I think Nick Offerman killed it. One episode,
It's only one episode.
hour and 20
though.
minutes or whatever. Yeah, but he killed it. He's a comedic actor, man. For him to do these kind of chops, I thought he was great. Mm-hmm. I know you have a mixed feeling about the episode. I thought it was
do?
great. Yeah.
Yeah, it just didn't need to be in the season. That and episode 7. Just because like they're
See,
not.
I actually think episode 7 at least gave us a little bit of Ellie's backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Episode 3,
Well,
really,
all they
the
had
only
to
thing
do-
they do with Nick Offerman, they just take his stuff.
Exactly.
They take the car battery.
All
and
they had to
everything,
do was
but-
like, oh, I got a friend who lives here. We're gonna stop by and get his stuff. I thought like they were gonna be with him, like they're gonna tag along with him. Until I realized how old they got, I was like, oh, dude, they can't.
Well, and I will say that was one major change from the video game.
Yes. Yeah.
Frank Offerman's significant other is not even in the video game. He's only mentioned. I think he's already died, right?
Yeah, he's already dead in the video
Yeah.
game. So like in the video game, it takes place pretty much.
Does he die in the scene where you remember like he gets shot because he's fighting off those raiders?
No, he lives on.
No, only Offerman gets shot, not Frank.
Yeah, but is that when Frank dies?
No.
We don't know when he dies. Oh, they don't explain how he dies or when
I
he
actually
dies.
think that's correct. I think he dies from illness or whatever.
Yeah,
Oh,
old age
old
illness.
age,
Yes,
yeah.
because
So he didn't even get infected then.
no,
He
because
just-
Frank dies first,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
and
that's
then
what he's saying.
yeah.
But in the video game,
But how does-
Bill does go with Joel and Ellie on
He
some
does.
sort of
Oh, see,
missions or whatever.
that would have been
yeah.
cool if he did that, though. You know,
Right. I will admit, I would want to be Bill if I was in this apocalyptic
oh,
thing.
absolutely.
forget about
I mean, the
it.
dude's drinking high-end wine. He's making
Steak and potatoes, like he's. got,
it was even higher end than that. This dude
Rabbit.
was putting
I
out
think it was
like
rabbit.
Michelin
Yeah.
star meals and shit. You know,
I mean, listen, he had a full town
to himself,
fenced off, defenses,
Imagine
know,
that would
a
be
running
so cool.
vehicle.
running vehicle,
Who had? I mean, not everybody.
weapons,
Oh, a lot of weapons.
a lot of weapons.
Oh yeah, that collection was awesome.
You know,
I'm
that's
surprised Joel didn't take more.
You know,
I thought it would take a lot more than just like a couple guns.
and it's funny. He kept like, no, Ellie, you can't have a gun. Like, no, Ellie, you can't have a gun. Like,
Dude, why not?
there's 36 guns there. Can we just take more? Like, what are we doing?
The thing that sucks though, like after they raid his house, the next episode, it's all gone because they crashed the truck.
You know, and I will say that obviously,
That sucks.
well, think about it though. Gas is a dime a dozen. You got to
Yeah.
siphon from wherever.
Yeah, but like they had a pack full of stuff, and it's all gone now. And that just after the first episode, I was like, at least I thought I was gonna get them at least a couple more days.
But I think
no,
Joel.
it lasted him a half an episode.
Half an episode, it's all gone already.
If I were to guess, though, that's probably happened to Joel a dozen times throughout the course of his life. That's how these guys live. They only have something for so long, and then
Right.
But just having so much of it, like I mean, you gotta think Nick Offerman probably had thousands and thousands of rounds.
Oh, I guarantee you, he had stacks around, and you have a pickup truck. You tell me you can't fill that up.
Exactly.
well, that's the weird part. Like Joel, is he really that attached to a revolver too?
Oh,
I know.
Take a gun with a magazine, man. Like,
and I believe he
too.
still has his bolt
That's
action
why
rifle.
they try to act like Walking Dead, breaking his revolver.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Why he has a bolt action rifle, not like
Bolt-
an AR or
right.
something?
And a revolver in his pocket. Like, dude,
It's old
Offerman's
school,
got
bro.
everything.
Yeah,
dude.
he's
Like,
old
Yeah.
school, man.
Yeah, I guarantee you, he has a magazine-fed rifle. Something, maybe an AR-10, shoots a 308.
oh, he definitely. I mean,
Yeah, I guarantee you, he has one in
I
there.
think he has a.
instead he's
the-
bragging about the coffee.
I think it's the rifle because to shoot animals, I think if you shoot them with like another different size bullet, it just kind of destroys the meat. Maybe that's why I did that. I don't
Well,
know.
it depends what kind of rifle he has. Does it ever say?
I don't know what he had in the bolt.
Right,
the
but
bolt
to
action
his,
rifle, I don't know what it
point
was.
is we now have a truck. Take both.
Yeah.
Take both.
Take a
Take
hunting
five.
rifle and take
Yeah.
exactly, and give the girl a gun.
Right.
Yeah, so she had to steal. It was Frank's gun, I think, right?
Yeah, the one
Yeah.
that was in
Yeah.
like the little desk
No,
there.
Let's face it, she saves Joel more than Joel saves her.
No, she saves Joel like once.
No way. All right.
She saves Joel in that very next episode.
Yeah.
Yep. For
She's
that kid.
She saves
She
Joel.
shows Joel in episode 8
Yeah.
Yep.
and 7 and 8.
7 and 8.
Twice.
Well, it's kind they're kind of like
Yeah.
when he falls off that horse. She obviously gets him all the way to that house, and then
Yeah, but
Gets
without
the
Joel,
medicine.
Ellie's fucked.
I'm just saying, in actual life or death situations, he needed her more.
Yeah.
She saved him more.
Yeah.
I don't know. Joel saved her when she was getting attacked by all those clickers. When he's telling him to run, he's sniping them all off in the thing.
Yeah. All right.
Without Joel, it should have been destroyed.
They all would.
They all
Yeah.
would.
They
Without
all
Joel,
would have died.
yeah.
Sam and Henry, and then,
Right.
you know,
Right.
In the museum, he definitely saves her.
Yeah,
That's when you first see him.
But I think with that too is you slowly throughout the series you see the evolution of Ellie going from like almost defenseless and
To
kind of
start
like
realizing, hey, like he.
right,
I
like
need
this
to
is the
start
world you
fighting.
live in.
But
You
I
have
think
to be a certain
Joel
way.
realizes that too, because right at the end, like when he gives her the gun, he's like, he's trying to teach her like how to shoot it, kind of.
Well, I think her watching Joe do his business is what kind of pushed her into like, all right. Well, there you go with the glass again, bro. But I
I
think,
don't think you realize the entire table vibrates when you do it.
I don't know.
Like all those guys are all moving and shit.
Oh shit! I didn't notice that.
Anyways, yeah. Her evolution, obviously, she goes from kind of incapable to very capable.
very capable.
Yeah, I mean,
Episode 8.
which all right, we can go there. We're about that time.
What?
Episode 8. We're about that time to talk about the last 2 episodes.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
We've covered everything else.
Yeah, we cover the basics.
Episode 8 is the best of the series.
I agree.
And 9.
At 8, then 9 for me. Nine's very good. 9's pretty short, pretty quick.
I know. I thought it was gonna be longer.
But 8 with James and David, and just her getting taken. I mean,
But do you realize that when she kills James and she runs, when David tries to shoot her, she's only like 3 feet in front of him, and he misses all 5 bullets.
How she's not dead? I don't understand.
How does he not hit her once?
10 feet away max.
Not even.
Max.
And then she's running through the space of a door, so you just got to shoot in that area.
He misses completely.
Yeah.
If you go back and watch it, he misses by 2.5 feet.
Yeah,
Easy. He's not even close.
I don't know why he only had like 5 bullets in that gun, because then the slide kicks out, and it's like, dude, you should have a fully loaded mag. I don't know. At least I would.
Listen, okay, I have a question for both of you. Name me a villain that can shoot a gun, though.
None.
The guy
The Stormtroopers?
No.
They never hit anything.
Have you seen
John Wick villains? Never.
Have you seen the Wolverine Origins, the first one?
Yeah.
That dude is nasty. He could hit anything from anywhere. He blows. I think he blows. He dies in a helicopter. It blows up, but he shoots when he runs away. And they find him in that barn. The old couple.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That guy can shoot.
I mean, he can shoot, but like.
Yeah, but he doesn't do anything to the main characters, is what I'm saying.
I know, but like I'm just saying,
It seems like when they get the chance to kill a main character,
Ramsey Bolton, pretty good at shooting an arrow, hitting what's his son's name? The brother's name.
Rickon.
Rickon.
No, was it Rickon?
Rickon, yeah, pretty good. Nails him.
That was a pretty good shot.
all Rickon had to do was zig or zag.
But hey,
Don't run in a straight line.
Also, she could have just zigzagged.
He still hit him though.
Yeah,
She couldn't have zigzagged. She had to get out that little ass door.
Ran and then do a little, but still.
He should have hit her.
From 10 feet away
It's
with a gun.
easier to kill her with a gun than to kill Rickon with an arrow.
100%.
Okay, I get that, but
You asked name a villain who can't shoot, and I just named 2.
name a villain that can shoot that actually kills somebody of importance with a shot. Okay, Ramsey. Okay,
Rickon, that's what started the battle.
he also shoots 5 times and doesn't get him.
Yeah, but it's an arrow, dude.
He also wasn't a main character.
He's supposed to be the best.
Ramsey?
No, we don't see Rickon for like 3 seasons.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he shows back up.
Yeah. I think there's definitely more villains that can shoot.
All right, well, whatever. You get my point.
No,
Anyways.
listen. I don't know how he did it. 5 shots, 10 foot, man. Either way, like that scene where she breaks his finger.
I'm telling you, man, her acting was unbelievable. I mean, we get to see that's kind of the start of the dark side of Joel too. When he interrogates those 2 guys that are
That's probably definitely my favorite scene. One of my favorite scenes.
God.
Well, and you know what that was?
He becomes so ruthless.
Yeah, he kills a guy after giving him information. He's like, dude, like, why'd you kill him? I'm not telling you shit. He's like, you don't have to. I believe him. He gets that pipe to his. Oh man,
Well,
that was
and
so sick.
Think about it too. Like he has 10 different weapons he could use, and he picks a pipe.
Yeah,
He could have stabbed the guy. He could have cut his throat. He could have put a
Shot
bullet in.
Yeah, no, he wanted to make sure, like, hey,
Oh, I'm sending you a message.
yeah,
I'm beating you to death with a pipe.
yep.
Yeah, I mean, look, and he's only doing it for one reason. Ellie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Even that's why he saved her life at the end of the show, at the finale.
Well, I mean, in the end of episode 8, it's a very small scene, but when he calls her baby girl, which is what he called his daughter in the very first scene, that's when we finally know, listen,
He loves this girl like his daughter.
she is now under his protection. She's now
Yeah.
his daughter, basically.
Yep.
Yes.
Which, I mean, the 2 of them together were excellent. The whole season. They really were excellent all together. Obviously, episode 9, the finale, is a bit controversial because she's pretty adamant about hoping to save humanity.
Yeah, it seems like she is willing to like sacrifice her life to save the world.
But my question to you is,
Joel
did
doesn't
she
want
know
to.
that?
I don't know.
No, she didn't.
She didn't know that
didn't
it was
know.
a race. She was already knocked out.
Yeah.
No, she didn't know that she wasn't waking back up.
Right. I got to be honest with you. 10 times out of 10, I'm doing exactly what Joel did. If you're split on that and you're like, oh, Joel shouldn't have done that, I disagree fully. I'm going bananas on all those people. I'm getting her out of there.
So you don't think that they should have a cure?
No, they should have a cure, but she should have a choice. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because at that
I think
point,
that's why he did that, because remember when he was about to ditch her? He's like, you deserve a choice. But she's like, hey, let's go. She immediately picks him.
Right, but they don't 110% know that was going to work either.
no, they were still
I think
throwing
they were
darts.
just going to try.
I mean, this is some doctor that just happens to be part of the Fireflies. Like, he's not, he's not the end all be all. They don't know that was 100% going to work, but Joel knew no matter what, she wasn't coming back.
So how'd you get in here? Shoots him. Unhook her.
Well,
that was awesome to kill
even
the surgeon
before
like that.
in the stairwell, he's like, "Where is she?" And then he's like, "You know what? I don't have time for this." And he just blasted.
Yeah,
her.
yeah.
He's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'll find her. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that whole scenario, like he went crazy.
Well, and I will say the show I thought did a really good job because they play the intro music kind of over that scene. So the scene doesn't really, it has a lot of tension because of the music, and he's just killing people like kind of in silence, but it's got it's really good.
Well, I like it because everything he did is direct and to the point. There was no funny business.
No, that's why I love that. It's real, like real scenario type shit.
Right. It's kind of like what we would assume would happen in a real life situation. You turn the corner, doom.
Just how he kills Marlene, like he tries to give him a choice, and it immediately just shoots her with a pistol. Mm-hmm. She tries to talk him out of it, and he's like, "No, like this is."
And I gotta admit, Marlene. We find out in episode 9 that Marlene kind of takes Ellie as after her mother dies.
Yeah.
How does Marlene not have a little more love for the kid?
I think they just want a cure, dude.
Right, but you're gonna let this kid die that essentially you promised her mother that you would protect her and keep her alive, and put it just goes to show you that like Marlene didn't give a shit about her.
I don't think she knew that her blood could cure the fungus or whatever.
Who?
Marlene.
No, they assumed.
No, but my point is that Marlene took her as an infant.
Yes.
You have to think
But
that
that's not her
Marlene
child.
raised her at some point a little bit.
Oh no, her whole life, yeah.
She must have lived with her. She must have you know what I mean?
No, because Marlene.
No, because in the flashback, she's in that thing, and then it was Tess that Riley was hanging out with, right? Not Marlene. No, it was Marlene she was hanging out with. So she was not raised by Marlene. In episode 7, when she sneaks out, Riley's like, "Hey, this girl Marlene is a Firefly, and she's awesome." So she wasn't raised by Marlene.
I'm not saying raised fully, but she took her from an infant stage. You'd think that Marlene would have a connection to her Ellie.
Something at the very least for being Ellie's mom's best friend.
Marlene knows that Ellie is going to die and does not give two shits.
No,
is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you can tell she doesn't raise Marlene because she doesn't know who she is.
That's true.
She could have raised her till 5 years old though, and then Ellie could have not remembered her. Do you know what I'm saying?
Very easy to happen.
Yeah, but I'm saying this, but then
Marlene was Ellie's mom's best friend.
If she doesn't remember Marlene, then why does Marlene care about her if she doesn't even remember who she is?
Marlene took her from the mother and promised her mother.
Right. Marlene remembers, not Ellie.
Yeah, Marlene remembers.
Why doesn't Marlene give a shit about her is what I'm saying.
Why she doesn't or why she does?
She doesn't give a shit about her. She's willing to let her die.
Yeah, exactly. Why would she?
I think that goes back to the old, kind of the old saying of what's for the greater good.
Yeah.
What's one life?
And that's
to
not
save
her
many,
daughter.
No, but she promised her mother she would protect her and take her.
She just said that just so the mother could feel like, all right, satisfied, like, oh, she's a good hand.
I disagree. I don't think Marlene then went and gave away that baby to some rando.
Well, then we don't know because she definitely does not.
We may never know. I'm just saying, like,
I just think Marlene didn't really give a shit.
I mean, she clearly didn't.
Yeah.
No,
so
clearly,
that's why I don't.
And her word obviously meant nothing. She didn't give a shit that she told her mother.
I'll take care of this girl, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but all right, so
all I'm saying is if Uhtred took that baby, Uhtred's word, he would have protected that child forever.
He would have just
Jon Snow or Ned Stark.
Uhtred would have let it die for going to the Saxons and try to save some. But
okay, fine. Ned Stark.
Word all the time.
Let me play devil's advocate here, right? So
I just did.
No, but like as far as that whole why would she not care to kill her? It's like at the end of the day, right? She had no kind of real attachment to her for a certain amount of time. Clearly, someone else was raising her, taking care of her for a certain amount of time.
Yeah, just the government.
Right. But either way, say you had a situation where you clearly didn't raise this one, didn't have her their entire life. Like, would you sacrifice one life to save many?
Depends on who that person is, and
but
someone like her, absolutely.
I do the same.
If it was my
but
kid,
we don't
hell
know
no.
if it's gonna work.
But why?
And they don't have no connection at all.
No, I mean, I would have obviously there are steps you draw blood, try to cultivate, figure it out. You know, yada,
Right? They
yada.
don't actually know if it's gonna work.
No, they don't know 100%, but they think they narrowed it down to that one section of the brain. But again, no, they're not 100% that
But
it's
if
going
it's
to work.
worth the try, why not do it? They probably did multiple people try to do something. They had. There's no way.
I'm just saying,
this is
in,
the
in
first,
an apocalyptic
first
world,
attempt.
the technology is no longer there. They're never really gonna know until they open her up and then try it.
I mean, because once she dies, they're done. There's no
But then,
second shots.
But now it's like, all right, new hypothesis. We're gonna try something different.
But she's dead. There's nothing else to try. You're one
No,
shot of curing someone.
Yeah, but why don't you take it?
The one shot?
Yeah, why wouldn't you?
I think it's a balance.
You do if you're the surgeon because you don't know her at all.
Yeah, you don't
If
care.
you're Joel,
Right.
you're not going to let it. I'm just
No,
surprised.
yeah.
I'm just surprised that Marlene was so cold about it, even to Joel. Like, Joel, I don't care. She's gonna die. Like, whatever. You should like, and then she's just like, Joel, like, go throw her out. Joel, you don't even let Joel say goodbye.
No,
I mean, because you know he's gonna go ape shit.
You
But
can't.
yeah.
You can't. That's why you have to like, hey, just get him out of here.
all I'm saying is, if I'm Joel, I'm doing the same exact shit.
100%. If I'm on Joe's side, I'm doing what Joe did.
If I have that connection, I'm not. I don't.
Yeah, because he mentions to Ellie, he's like, hey, why don't we just go back to? We don't have to do this. We can go back and live with Tommy and live our lives. But she insisted to no. We had to get this done.
Right.
She
Now,
also didn't know what she was signing up
She
for.
didn't exactly, but she thought
Which
like
is
they're
the
gonna
other
take
reason-
her blood and then
I don't know if I'd fully lie to her. He makes up an entire story.
I know. That's what kind of made me.
Would you not just look at her and be like, "Listen, I don't know if you knew this, but they were going to kill you."
And I didn't. Yeah, but I think she wanted that to happen for
Right, but
a
at
cure.
that point, what are they going to do? Let her run away? Go ahead. Everyone's dead. You're not going to then find another doctor.
Yeah.
She's going to forgive Joel eventually.
Right.
I wouldn't have made up that lie, especially because Joel didn't kill everybody.
Those two nurses are still alive.
2 or 3?
There's
Was there
two.
3?
Those two.
Yeah, 2 or 3. Either way.
Either way, you didn't kill them, so they're going to go back wherever they were and blab about it.
It'll come back to him.
Well, I mean, we know it from what I know from game 2.
Spoilers ahead.
No, I'm not going to say it, but I know from game 2 that it obviously comes back to haunt.
And you
know.
can even tell, like, by her face when she's like, "Okay."
I don't.
I think she knows something's.
She
something's
doesn't
not
believe
right.
him.
Something.
She doesn't believe
He's missing.
No,
She's missing something.
do you guys watch the like the little 5 minutes like clips
don't.
at the end?
Yeah, yeah.
Well, they mentioned that the producer mentioned that at the end of the finale episode that he made a little comment about Ellie really knowing that she didn't really like, deep down didn't believe him.
Right, yeah.
You can tell by her face. She's
Yeah,
like,
Even when she asks him a
She's like,
question,
she's lying
he
to me all the
pauses.
time. Yeah.
He's like, "I promise." Come on,
I
dude.
promise. And she's like, "Okay."
you're full of shit.
Yeah.
Well, and what are the odds
lying to me.
that Raiders like happen to show up right at that moment and then he gets her out? I mean, the timing of it, she shouldn't believe him. But I'm just saying, if I'm him, I might have just been honest with her, like, just so you know, they were gonna kill you. I love you. You're now like a daughter to me. I couldn't let that happen.
Exactly.
And if she hates it, you just say, okay, go sit in the back of the car, be pissed off for 2 weeks, and then you'll be fine. Like,
Yep.
Because they're on their way to
back to Tommy's.
back to Tommy's, right? Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I mean, yeah, like I agree with you, James. Like, just say it. Just say it. Like, look.
Just tell the truth. But I think
Right, you made up this crazy
they did it on
story that
purpose,
just
though.
sounds like...
Yep.
But they did it on purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I know. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think I would have handled it differently, but I'm definitely killing everybody like he did. That's for sure.
At least trying.
Yeah, I might not make it there. That's for sure. But I mean, Joel's certainly pretty capable.
Yeah. He's a military background. He knows how to shoot.
But even that, every time he killed somebody, I kept like, pick up his gun. What are you doing?
Yeah, the first
Grab more of
scene,
their
he
guns. Like,
picks,
what are you doing?
The first gun he used to kill a bunch of the fireflies. I was like, dude, what is that? Get a fucking AR. But he does towards the end.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, even that, like, you know those guys have some grenades on them. You know they got multiple weapons.
They got
Yeah,
magazines,
He
rounds,
he
something.
grabs like one gun and one magazine. I'm like, what are you doing,
Yeah.
dude? Like,
Because they get taken by the guy throws a flashbang. He's like, what? Take one of those.
El Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, it's a little weird, but it's a TV show. I get it. Like, you gotta have
the theatrics.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I mean, so
I think overall my rating is higher than yours. It's not the best show in the world, but it is good. I just wish we got to see more of these characters that I thought were really good.
I wish it was just a little longer too. 9 episodes. Actually, it's a standard.
I told you that's the new thing now. It's only not. I mean, there's not. Very rarely do we get 20 episodes of a show anymore. It's 9, 10. It's done. I don't know.
The budgets are changing.
Yeah,
that's done. But even IMDb, they got 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Well, I did see it's got higher viewership than House of Dragon. They surpassed them in viewership.
Did they?
Did they?
Yeah, which, I mean...
For now. House of Dragons, I mean, I don't know.
I thought they let a lot of it down, but...
Yeah.
I liked it just because I like the lore, so I'll be a little biased.
I'm attached to it because of Thrones and because of...
So I'll be a little biased, but I think they left a lot on the table.
Well, it's going to suffer from always being compared to Thrones, too, but that show is paced so poorly.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible.
They ran through it, which I will say, Last of Us, I did hear the producer and the writer and everything, they're not going to recast Ellie. Because I think there's a big time jump between game 1 and game 2.
Mm-hmm.
But they were like, there's no way we're going to recast Ellie. Whatever. And I thought House of Dragon suffered from that because the girl that originally plays Rhaenyra, I loved her.
Oh, she was
awesome. I thought she was great.
Millie Alcock or whatever.
Yeah, they should have aged her.
No, I don't mind, the older Emma or whatever her name is, but Millie was so good. Why didn't you just, why not keep her?
Right. I think they would have got more of an impact if they kept the younger one.
I agree.
I thought she was great.
Well, especially because all the other people, they didn't replace them.
No.
Sir Kristen, Damon, everybody stayed the same.
Yep.
Except for the Queen. She got replaced.
Yep. She got aged up.
But again, and I'm glad this show is going to keep Ellie because, I think Bella, she's the best on the show.
She makes the show,
I mean, she's clearly the star of the show. She's the star of the show.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And I don't think the time jump is that huge, but still,
we don't know the time jump really because one day, it's one episode they're in the snow, then the next episode it's probably...
Well, and I'm saying that from game 1 to game 2, I think it's just 5 or 6 years. I think it's just
months or weeks, and the time jump is only weeks. Game of Thrones is years.
Oh, well, House of Dragon.
House of Dragon, that's what I meant. Sorry, House of Dragons is years. Last of Us is I think weeks.
Well, and I don't think people realize how much... You got to remember that Last of Us, they were traveling to the mountains, so even the snow, that was more geography than even, I think, time. It's not like they were going through winter.
They were in Canada during that.
They were filming in Canada?
Yeah, Calgary,
really?
yeah.
Oh, here we go. There is between game 1 and game 2 is a 5-year time jump. So Ellie goes from 14 to 19 between game 1 and game 2.
Okay. All right.
But you got to figure, by the time they get to filming and all this stuff, Bella's going to be... She'll be fine. It's not
how old is Bella? How old is she anyway?
Bella? I don't know. 20?
Oh, she's that old? Well, old, but
I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah,
I would imagine probably right.
She's
around
19.
There.
She's 19 right
19
now.
right now.
Oh, so she'll be whatever, 20 something.
Yeah, early 20s.
Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Well, she has a young face anyway. She can still pass for a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
But
now I will say I thought was cool with Last of Us. They did a nod to all the game characters too. They all had some sort of role.
Like you said, the game in the show.
Like you said, cool, episode 9, the girl that plays Ellie's mother is actually Ellie in the video game.
She voices her.
Troy Baker, like you said, the guy that plays James, he's Joel. So I will say that's kind of cool that they found a spot for all those people too.
Like small roles for them to play.
Yeah, give them a little taste of the on screen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you couldn't make him a star. You couldn't make him one of the stars. No. It would be I don't know. Yeah. It would be kind of tacky if you did that.
Yep. Yeah, voice and on screen are two different things.
Yeah.
But I don't know. What do you guys think about the finale?
A little quick, a little fast for me, but again, I don't mind that the action kind of starts right away. But,
yeah.
That's again. I think that's kind of my gripe with the whole show. I think it's a bit rushed, but again, it's a video game. It's not.
You guys gonna be excited for season 2 to come out?
I will be.
Yeah.
You will?
Yeah. We Carlos and I like it more than you.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't even know if I'll watch it. To be honest, I mean, if I do the episode, the season 2, I have to.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not really like waiting. I'm not waiting for it.
No,
Like I said, I think in the off time of HBO, which is kind of right now, I think it was a pretty good,
yeah, because there's really nothing. There's nothing else really going on right now.
No, it's a good weekly watch, and the thing I think you realize like you have to watch this stuff now.
Yeah, I know.
We have a you don't have a choice.
Part of your homework.
I have to watch.
You're gonna have to keep
homework.
up with it because otherwise, you're gonna be behind.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
no
guess
choice.
so. Yeah, I'll start watching it, I guess.
Life's
Well, I'm
about
just saying,
choices.
I will say I'm
looking
not a
forward
video
to it.
game guy, but I am interested in. I don't know if I'll buy a PS5 just to play it, but
No, I definitely wouldn't.
if somebody had it though, I would.
I'd
be interested
I
or
guess
checking it
yeah.
out because I mean it's certainly.
I think the last video game I played was like Madden. When we played with Sean.
Well, we tried to play Madden, and you could barely hook up the Xbox.
Or
But
Call of Duty one. I don't even remember which one it was.
I haven't played a video game, and I don't even have a system at the moment.
Yeah,
we have a Switch at the house, but that's it. I don't have.
Yeah.
I don't have anything.
Yeah.
No, I mean,
Oh, that's right. You're a PC. You're a PC guy, right?
yeah, I'm a PC gamer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they have this for?
Yeah.
Oh, they do.
Yeah.
They have it
Oh,
for
what are
every-
you doing
for
then?
both.
Get
They
on
have,
this.
They have for everything, right? PC, Xbox, and PS4. PS5.
Yeah, they have it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, get on that. Let us know.
Is it still hard to get PS5 these days, or is it easy?
Nah, you can
No,
still
I
get
think you
one.
regularly get.
Oh,
it.
yeah. I remember that shit was like impossible to get.
Yeah, when I got my sons, it was hard.
Yeah. But now everyone can get one.
Well, and they were selling for way more than they were even worth. I
Yeah.
hate it when that shit happens too.
I know,
Well,
right?
well, people go in there, they'll buy 2, 3, 4, 5, and then resell.
The
They
$500 thing.
price gouge the shit out of them,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. No, I got mine through. It was kind of like a lottery raffle type thing, but
Oh, you did? Oh, wow.
yeah, yeah. Well, you had to go on a website and pretty much be the first to click. So there was a timer, and then once the timer
Really?
flipped, you were allowed to order. They had a limited amount,
Oh, wow.
and at that point, it's based on just luck and
Yeah.
if you have a fast computer or not.
But it was regularly priced. It wasn't.
Yeah.
No,
yeah.
you didn't over.
When
yeah,
you got
no,
yours,
gouging,
yeah. You could have gouged it for at least 1,000.
Oh, I could have turned around and sold that immediately for 1,000.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, I think people were.
All day.
So yeah, I mean that's kind of all. I have to say. Do you guys have anything to add?
I got nothing else.
I would definitely recommend it if you haven't watched it and you like that kind of. Again, I don't want to compare it to The Walking Dead, but it's really the only thing that. Because this
Kinda,
is
yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
zombies.
it's
I
kind
guess
of.
so, yeah.
I think it's much less action. Honestly, there's a few action scenes, but Walking Dead's got a lot more action. There's a lot more.
Oh, look at it's better.
There's a
Yeah.
lot more Walker.
Yeah, far more dynamic. I mean, but it's I think it's at least worth a watch, and then you can make up your own mind. But it's worth a shot. Worth a shot.
Yeah, great acting, good music, good visuals. I mean, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, just don't go in comparing it to Walking Dead.
No.
Like they
No, and don't
give it its own genre, so to speak.
yeah, and don't go in thinking it's going to be the best show that you watch all year. It's a good show. It's not great. It's somewhere in the middle. I'd probably go 7.
You give it a 7.
In the sevens.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, 7.2, 7.3. You were what, 6.5?
That's fair.
5.
That's fair.
And a half,
Yeah.
6.
I think 5's too low, 8's too high.
6, 7.
Yeah, IMDb's got it at 9. I don't think it deserves a 9.
No,
But
that's
you
high.
also gave it a failing grade. If you're saying 5, that's actually like failing.
You failed it.
I don't think it's that bad.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe like a D plus.
6.
6.
6.8, D plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
D
mean,
plus.
yeah.
Either way, it's
It
worth a
just
shot.
didn't get me as hooked as I thought. Like shows, some shows get you hooked. This didn't really get me on.
Well, I think a lot of the too was like the hype of it too.
Yeah.
If you started watching it after the
Dude,
hype
someone
train,
did that to me about the Olive Garden breadsticks when I was like a freshman in high school. People were like, these things are the best things ever. You have to get them. I was like, all right, first time at Olive Garden, I can't wait to get these breadsticks. And I was so underwhelmed. I thought they were going to be like crispy and like, buttery. They're just soft and
They're
just
okay.
Like, they're okay,
alright.
yeah. But people were telling me that these were like the best things in the world.
I think they're
People say that now about Texas Roadhouse.
Oh, that shit's so mid too, though.
It's just cinnamon sugar butter.
Yeah.
Make it at home.
I know.
It's not that great. Like
But
that's the only thing you're hooked on is your sugar.
I
intake.
always use that analogy to any show now because people are like, most people were telling me this show was like, it's a must watch. You have to watch it. After the first episode, I was like, no way. And I waited for a couple to drop out. just because like when I watch a show and I get hooked, I have to watch the next episode. I can't wait. So I'm gonna,
I will say you do hate that.
waiting.
You like Netflix that drops all 10 episodes. Like you
I
don't
have
want
to
to
watch
wait.
it all. I hate waiting.
Yeah.
So I waited till like 4 episodes came out that I watched, and I was like, dude, this is not. I'm not hooked.
I think it's a must watch. I like it enough to say that I would recommend it to anybody that.
There was one cliffhanger episode. Is when Henry points the fake gun to him. That was it.
Between 5 and 6,
Yeah,
right?
that was it.
Yeah.
And that was barely like I was like, I have to watch this episode. I think I just went to bed right after that. I was like, yeah, that's okay. Because it was Henry no matter what.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So I was kind of like, dude, that's kind of whack.
See, for me, I also look at things in a bigger scope, though, too. I like always, the music, the visuals, like the acting. I can always kind of, like, I can get through stuff a little bit more than just, like, oh, there's not that much violence. But like we said with episode 3, like, I just thought the acting was so good. And the way that those two interacted together, Frank and Bill, like, I thought it was a great episode.
Yeah.
Nothing, like you said, not much happened.
Nah.
But it's just a really good. But again, people like comparing it, such a great love story, and it's like, yeah, it's good. It's good, good acting and whatever. But I don't know. I think it's. I'd give it more of a must watch than you.
Do you think it is a must watch?
Yes.
Los?
Yes.
Oh man.
Andy?
No. It's not a must watch.
Hey.
Yep.
But,
It's okay.
yeah.
It's all right. Yeah. All right.
Is it boring?
It's not boring.
Oh, okay. So it's a must
Episode
watch.
7 was boring.
Better than. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
that's a pretty good.
If it's
Episode
not
7
boring.
episode 7 was pretty boring. Like I literally watched. I'm like, all right, went to the mall. Then I'm like, all right, now I'm on my phone, not really paying attention because
Yeah, there's only about 10 minutes worth of good dialogue, and what we realized. I knew before Ellie said it in the finale that was the person that she killed.
yeah,
I knew that Riley was the person that she ended up having to kill. She obviously was also
she turned and Ellie didn't. So
she was also in love with her. So having to kill
yeah.
the person that you love, I mean. But I will admit that episode in the mall,
like 14 or 12 years old. She doesn't know what love is.
it's kind of annoying.
She's like 12 years old in that scene. She doesn't know what, or maybe 14. She doesn't know what love
Well,
is.
I'm saying,
Yeah, I just don't think they needed to dedicate a whole episode to it, to that storyline.
Yeah.
They
it's a filler.
Yeah, they could have summed it up in short.
Yeah, and I think it was a filler too because at that moment we were still wondering what was going on with Joel. Obviously, I knew he wasn't going to die. Like he's, what I mean, I know a little bit of the lore from the game and stuff like that, but I think for people that didn't, you were wondering, well, where's Joel? Is he alive? Is he not? We're not even going to talk because they didn't even really touch upon it.
No.
What do they have, like a 30-second clip, and then they go right into the flashback?
Yep.
So I'll agree. 7, not that good, but
But it's the new hit show that everyone's been talking about, so we had to do an episode on it.
Yeah.
yeah, for sure. That's what we're here for. Whether we want to know, and guys in the comments, let us know if you are a fan, if you're not a fan, if you think you're going to start watching it, or if it's just a big old skip for you. Not for me. I like it.
Let us know. Let's talk about it. All right.
That's it.
There you go. All right.
Later.
Later.